During King of the Ring 98, Taker battled Mankind in a Hell in a Cell match that we will remember forever. The highlight? Taker is standing on top of the Devil's Playground, throws Mankind off, and sends him crashing down onto the announcer's table. After this, no one could deny Foley's incredible pain tolerance and Taker's intimidating aura.
You're kidding! In the hell is he standing?
Mankind wasn't just counting stars, he was seeing the whole galaxy. And how wild is it that these two can sit and laugh about this 25 years later?
Get the hell out of here.
Here we go.
Oh.
Bam!
I don't know, man, call me bitter, but if a friend threw me off a 16-foot tall cage, I still hold a grudge 25 years later. Thankfully, Mankind's career highlights aren't just him in excruciating pain. Number 27, Mankind wins gold. January 4, 1999 will forever be etched in WWE history. Mankind defeated The Rock for the WWE title, sending fans into a frenzy, and famously causing a significant shift in the Monday Night Wars. As it happened, WCW announced the results to its viewers to sway them away from the WWE.
Mick Foley, who wrestled here one time as Cactus Jack, is going to win their world title. He's going to put some butts in the seat.
And it backfired, big time. Their announcement only made people change the channel and watch Mrs. Foley's baby boy finally win the big one.
This feels pretty damn good.
Talk about shooting yourself in the foot. Speaking of Foley, you'll hear his name a few times during this video. Number 26, Edge spears Mick Foley through a flaming table. This iconic moment took place at WrestleMania 22. The story here is that our boy Adam Copeland dropped the title before Mania because the office thought he wasn't ready to main event the biggest show of the year just yet. Instead, they put him in a match with hardcore legend Mick Foley. Edge was committed to proving the office wrong, and that's precisely what he did.
After diving face first into a flaming table, and to show that I belong in the main event of WrestleMania.
After Lita set the table on fire outside the ring, the rated R superstar speared Mick Foley through that flaming table in what is the quintessential oh my god moment in the company's history. Number 25, the slam heard around the globe, brother. The unstoppable force meets the immovable object. Hulk Hogan faces the colossal Andre the Giant.
Oh, he almost got him up. Oh, he collapsed. 1, 2.
The air is thick with anticipation. Over 90,000 fans backed into the Silverdome. Then, in a feat of Herculean strength, Hogan lifted the 520-pound Andre off his feet and slammed him into the mat.
In the world today, look at this. He slammed it.
The crowd erupted, as many thought it was impossible.
For the cover. It's over.
This was one of the most iconic moments ever, making wrestling global. Vince was definitely thinking about all the money he was about to make. Speaking of the McMahons, number 24, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Cast your minds back to when Triple H dropped a bombshell that left everyone speechless. In a controversial storyline, Triple H revealed he had married an unconscious under the influence Stephanie McMahon in a drive-thru in Las Vegas.
I promise to love, honor, and definitely obey everything you say.
This was straight out of a movie. Was it over the top? Of course, but that's WWE for you. Number 23, Joey Styles' pipe bomb on Raw. Let's revisit a moment that shocked everyone. It was the night Joey Styles dropped a pipe bomb on live TV and quit. This was a shoot promo, a raw unfiltered outburst filled with real emotion.
I never needed this job!
Styles vented his frustrations about wrestling commentary and the company's direction. Joey used that mic as a weapon, criticized the overproduction, and called out the lack of respect for the wrestling art form.
I quit!
I think everyone had the same reaction to this moment.
Oh my god!
Number 22, Eddie steals the gold. And No Way Out 2004, Eddie faced Brock Lesnar, the seemingly unbeatable WWE champion, in a David vs. Goliath scenario.
Nobody home for the frog splash!
The climax was miraculous. Eddie countered Lesnar's F5 with a DDT onto the gold and delivered a frog splash before pinning Brock. The crowd erupted as he finally won the big one, and it was a moment of pure euphoria. Eddie was known for stealing the show, but he stole something much more valuable that night. Speaking of stealing the show, number 21, Lita's dream goes extreme. Trish Stratus and Lita main evented Raw in 2006, which was a groundbreaking moment in women's wrestling. During this historic main event, Lita nearly died. It was an action-packed match, but the heart-stopping moment came when Lita, known for her daredevil style, did a suicide dive and landed in a way that left everyone uncomfortable. Despite the scare, Lita continued, because that's how damn tough she is. By the way, before we move on to the next entry, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another wrestling video from us. Number 20, Trash Beans, Letters, and Chairmen. The acronym TLC got a whole new meaning at Mania 22 with this heart-stopping moment, featuring the showstopper and the chairman of the board. During this brutal street fight, Shawn Michaels went above and beyond to create a spectacle and live up to his nickname of Mr. WrestleMania. A 20-foot ladder and a strategically placed table with 6-year-old Vince on top of it, with his head inside a trash bean. As we held our breath, Shawn climbed the ladder, and then it happened. This is a WrestleMania moment with a touch of lunacy that only the WWE can deliver. Number 19, Happy Hour. It's Monday Night Raw at the height of the Attitude Era. The Rock, Vince McMahon, and the corporation are in the ring and have no idea what will hit them. Stone Cold arrives driving a full-sized beer truck into the arena. What happens next is pure gold.
Wait a minute!
He unleashes a beer bath over The Rock, Vince, and the entire corporation. The crowd goes wild as Austin gives a whole new meaning to Happy Hour. Looking back at it, that was a thoughtful move on Austin's behalf. Everybody loves free beer. Number 18, Shane Goes Wild, the trilogy. Shane O'Mac has to be the most hardcore part-time wrestler ever. His matches prove his commitment to the business. The genetic jackhammers his offspring has so many wild moments, we decided to make this entry a trilogy. There's his 50-foot leap of faith onto the Big Show at Backlash in 2001. The WrestleMania 32 moment where Shane took on The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell, climbed the structure and decided to leap off it.
Shane, don't do this! No! Shane! No! Oh my God! No!
And of course, there's the time when Shane broke the glass ceiling twice during King of the Ring 2001 against the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. We've given Shane a hard time over the years, but no one can deny this man's superhuman tolerance for pain. Number 17, Goldberg spears Jericho through the chamber pot. As if the Elimination Chamber match wasn't brutal enough already, during a moment of sheer destruction, Goldberg wrecked Y2J with a spear right through the Elimination Chamber pot. Jesus Christ, no wonder these two don't like each other in real life. Goldberg nearly killed him. Number 16, the Boogeyman skincare routine. Remember the Boogeyman? He took part in one of the wildest segments ever. Although you can't tell because of his face paint, the Boogeyman was big on skincare routines and a part-time dermatologist. If you're easily nauseated, I suggest you grab a bag. During an episode of SmackDown in 2006, the Boogeyman was in the ring with Jillian Hall, who had a noticeable mole on her face. And this man ate the mole off Jillian's face, grossing out everyone present, JBL included. Number 15, cement-filled Corvette. Remember when Austin decided to give Vince's Corvette a concrete makeover? Oh, it was a sight to behold.
It doesn't look like he's gonna run over it. Wait a minute!
Without hesitation, Austin fills Vince's luxury car with cement through the windows.
Oh my God! Oh my!
It was hilarious watching Vince's prized possession turn into a concrete block.
Somebody call the cops!
Number 14, Triple H Pedigrees Cactus Jack onto thumbtacks. During the 2000 Royal Rumble, we witnessed one of the most hardcore moments in WWE history. Triple H and Cactus Jack in a match that redefined toughness. Climax, Triple H delivers a bone-crushing pedigree to Cactus Jack. The brutal pedigree on a pile of thumbtacks was shocking, even by Foley's standards. Number 13, Edge spears Jeff Hardy from the ladder. WrestleMania 17 was the stage for one of the most breathtaking moments ever. There were a few hot spots in a tag team ladder match, but none greater than this. As Jeff dangles in midair and holds on to the titles for dear life, Edge leaps off the 15-foot ladder.
Oh my God!
It was like watching a human missile. Some moments will be replayed in highlight reels for years to come. Number 12, Brock Lesnar introduces Roman to farmer lifestyle. SummerSlam 2022 was an event that delivered more than anyone expected. In a shocking turn of events, the Beast Incarnate decided to give Roman a taste of the farm life. As the main event reached its climax, Lesnar, with an evil look in his eye, disappeared backstage. Lo and behold, he didn't come back with a chair or a sledgehammer, but with a roaring tractor.
Take it out the trash!
Lesnar hooked the tractor to the ring and lifted it high into the air. Roman Reigns is standing in the lifted ring questioning his life choices before falling off it. Number 11, Donald Trump's Vince. The stage is WrestleMania 23, a billionaire showdown between none other than Donald Trump and Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Poking Trump in the chest. Oh, here we go! McMahon wants to fight Trump. McMahon's
In a storyline that could only happen in WWE, they had Umaga and Bobby Lashley fight as their representatives with their hair on the line. Then, with everyone's jaws on the floor, Trump hit a clothesline on Vinnie Mac at ringside. It was a pop culture explosion and a meme that is still used to this day.
To this day!
Number 10, Macho Man gets bitten by a snake. Let's time travel back to one of the most chilling moments in wrestling history, when Jake the Snake Roberts unleashed his python on Macho Man Randy Savage. The scene was set, the tension was high, and then Jake Roberts took it to a whole new level. He let his infamous snake bite Randy Savage, who was helplessly tied up in the ropes.
Oh, the snake is biting him! The snake is biting him! I'm out of here!
The sight of the snake latching onto Savage's arm was not just shocking, it was a nightmare. It left fans both horrified and captivated. These were the extreme lengths WWE would go to, pushing the envelope in a way only early 90s wrestling could. Speaking of extreme, number 9, Jeff Hardy does a swanton off a 30-foot set.
Oh my God!
On the January 14, 2008 episode of Raw, Jeff pulled off the unthinkable against Randy Orton. Orton was on the ground and Jeff began to climb the Raw set. Crowd was going wild anticipating his jump, but just as he was about to, he looked up, then looked at the crowd and climbed another 5 to 10 feet. That's a freaking 30-foot set, for Christ's sake. The impact echoed through the arena as he crashed. Number 8, Devon, get grandma. Let's rewind to one of the most outrageous moments in wrestling history, when Bubba Ray Dudley delivered a powerbomb off the stage to the legendary Mae Young, who was 77 at the time. Mae Young was a trailblazing woman and a pioneer of women's wrestling, so when Bubba Ray set her up for the powerbomb, the crowd was in disbelief.
No, for God's sake, do it!
It was a moment of concern and showed WWE's unpredictable and wild nature, where anything can happen.
Anything can happen here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Number 7, Edge and Cena table for 2 reservation in Toronto. Remember when Cena went to Edge's hometown of Toronto and made a reservation for a table of 2? At Unforgiven 2006, the Eternal Rivals had a TLC match for the WWE title. There's a ladder inside the ring and 2 tables outside as Cena and Edge are battling on top of the ladder. Then Cena hoisted Edge onto his shoulders and sent him plummeting through the tables with an earth-shattering FU. Edge's new tagline after the match became Rated R for really needing a chiropractor. Number 6, the game sends Cactus Jack straight to hell. One of the most brutal moments in wrestling history. I'm talking about the time Triple H and Cactus Jack faced off inside Hell in a Cell at No Way Out 2000. In an action-packed match with everyone at the edge of their seat, the climax came when the game threw Cactus Jack through the cell roof, making him land hard in the ring.
Oh, thank goodness! Oh my God!
A moment that had the crowd gasping in shock and awe. Some people want to leave a mark on the industry, but Mick Foley just wants to leave a dent in the ring. How is this dude still alive? Number 5, Shelton Benjamin's chin meets HBK's melodies. If you grew up watching the Ruthless Aggression era like me, this one is a certified classic. Every time they gave Shelton Benjamin the ball, he ran with it, and this time was no different. After the two had an amazing match, Shawn Michaels delivered a perfectly timed switch in music on Benjamin as he leaped from the ropes for a superb finish. These two had amazing chemistry. You know who else had amazing chemistry? Number 4, Tyson and Austin face off. During the peak of the Attitude Era, we were spoiled enough to see the baddest man on the planet face off with the Texas Rattlesnake in the ring during their prime. The tension was palpable. Mike Tyson, a knockout artist and boxing royalty, face to face with Steve Austin, a man who captivated an entire generation. Everyone was at the edge of their seat during this segment. It was the Attitude Era at its finest. Number 3, Austin parts the Red Sea.
They're Stone Cold!
This one is pro wrestling at its peak. As the glass shatters, the fans go berserk, and I'm not sure who had the best reaction. The fans or JR. Austin returns and obliterates the Alliance, throwing stunners left and right and saving the WWF.
Austin is leading WWF!
That's how it feels to reunite with your friends after a long time. Talk about a feel-good moment. Number 2, on the other hand, is what nightmares are made of. Number 2, Brock ends the streak.
Hooks the leg! The streak is over!
It was at WrestleMania 30 that Brock Lesnar shocked the world and ended The Undertaker's legendary streak of 21-0. The silence that followed in the Superdome was a testament to the magnitude of this moment. Same dude, same.
So are 75,000 people here.
Taker losing at WrestleMania is something we'd never seen before.
I personally hate that it happened. I feel like the WrestleMania brand almost was built around that streak. And then Brock comes in and he kills the streak.
Just like number 1, Lesnar and Big Show break the ring. Look, if you haven't seen this one, you've been living with SpongeBob under the sea for the past 20 years. For the first time in the WWE, the ring collapsed under the weight of Brock Lesnar superplexing the Big Show. A stunning visual that left all of us in disbelief. Man, that was wild. But you know what's even more wild? Ruining your entire professional career because of one moment. Check out this video about WWE wrestlers who ruined their careers with one single mistake. See you soon.